Hey guys, Zen here, and the doors to Crystal Guard have officially opened, and this has turned out to be one of the most diverse seasons that's been added to Siege. In today's video, we're getting on with the changes that really matter, and the things you have to be aware of to climb into those new ranks. Yes, there are brand new ranks added to the playlist, and we're gonna talk all about it and a lot more. But first, Ubisoft has kindly sponsored this video, so a huge thank you to them, and of course, there's a brand new Battle Pass to explore. So, the Crystal Guard Battle Pass is available from September 7th to November 23rd, and it includes 100 tiers of new cosmetic items. Of course, you'll get new weapon skins and charms, uniforms, and headgears, but there's also brand new battle pass boosters that help you move faster towards your goals. Once you unlock the premium track, you'll get instant access to Osa, the brand new attacker for Rainbow Six Siege, and 2-week early access before she's available to everyone. She has the Talon 8 Clear Shield, a fully transparent bulletproof gadget that you can deploy on barricades and window frames. Premium track owners also receive 1200 R6 credits for a nice boost this season, and from September 9th through the 12th, Siege is free to play, and you can pick up the game for as little as $5. So guys, make sure to click the top link in the description to learn more. And so yeah, Crystal Guard features brand new ranks for the first time since Champion was introduced in Operation Ember Rise, and the goal is to progress faster into the higher ranks. So as far as rank, everything up to Plat 1 is still familiar. The difference up to that point is the gap between ranks. So for instance, Plat 3 starts the same at 3200 MMR, but at Plat 2, you'll get it at 3500 MMR instead of the usual 3600, and Plat 1 is 3800 MMR instead of the typical 4000. These are big reductions, with Plat 2 to Plat 1 being 200 less MMR required to rank up. But Diamond now has its own series of ranks, starting off with Diamond 3 at 4100 MMR, Diamond 2 at 4400, and Diamond 1 at 4700. So this makes it more streamlined to actually get into Diamond, but there's also now a more clear progression into Champion, instead of having to get another almost 900 MMR to see the highest rank in Rainbow Six Siege. To be clear, this is not rank 2.0. There's still very little details on exactly what's coming there, but this is another step in that direction. It won't feel like as much of a grind trying to reach those higher tiers in ranked, which I think will actually see people play a little bit more to get just that much further. Next up is an update that's been literal years in the making, and surprisingly, it too became a bigger topic with Ember Rise. But rim lighting. It is now an option for the game. Rim lighting essentially means that there will be a small white glow around the enemies, so that if they decide to put on the famous Ember Rise uniform and headgear, you'll be able to easily spot them against the backdrop. It is a toggle, so if you're not a fan or want a more realistic experience, you can always turn it off. But for everyone else, especially those who are ultra sensitive to camouflage-like customizations, this is a huge upgrade and could actually win you some rounds. I'll be keeping it on because sometimes you miss an enemy in the most subtle of details, and having rim lighting makes them stand out just that little bit more. It's a big change, honestly. So this next topic is scary. Like, there is one operator who's been lurking in the shadows that I think is finally going to taste the limelight again, and that is Blitz. For a while now, Blitz has seen an abysmally low pick rate in win delta because there are just so many factors that come with having a successful round with him. Beyond the heavy amount of traps like Goo and Gersmot, defenders have more ways than ever to counter a shield, and Blitz has been a bit of a victim. Added to that has been the inconsistency of the flash shield. Sometimes it can be hard to tell if you're in the optimal range to make it work. But the big buzz this season has been the rework to flash mechanics in Siege, and man, some people aren't aware that this also applies to Blitz and Ying, and so no matter what, if you're within range, you will be 100% white screen flashed if Blitz tags you, and when that happens, we all know the outcome. I genuinely believe this is a direct buff to Blitz, and that if you've been someone who plays him a lot, he's just better now. There's really no other way to look at it. If you used to run away from Blitz and had your back turned, he would have to be like within melee range to be effective, but in this update, even if your back is turned, he's going to get you. They did recently make it so that if you do look away from a flash, you'll be flashed for less time, but it is still a powerful update, and both Blitz and Ying to a certain extent have newfound dominance. Yeah, my toes are tingling again. Now, even with buffs to these operators, of course the balance comes with a few nerfs to some others, and surprisingly, Iana has received a pretty big nerf, and also Mute. So Iana, I think, has been a sleeper operator since her release in year 5, and her utility is valuable even if it leaves you vulnerable, but I think some people miss the fact that she is a devastating killer. Iana's loadout is so powerful, it's crazy it hasn't gotten as much attention. The ARX is a beast, and with the added vertical grip, it doesn't move, and then the G36C is a laser with pretty average damage, both extremely solid options. Round that out with frag grenades and 2 speed, and she's a great fragging op, and she has slowly crawled up in popularity by leading the graphs on the attacking side, so some people are getting hip to it. But naturally, because of this, I don't know, she lost some sight options, and I'm not totally for it. The G36C loses the 2.0, and the ARX loses the 2.5. Now, each season, there's always that one nerf where I'm like, was that really necessary? And again, I understand her climbing, but I think it comes a little earlier than I'd have liked personally, because she was finally getting some recognition. Mute, on the other side, is much more subtle. Instead of the mute jammer being able to disrupt things like above it, for instance, if you place it on a shelf, the area of effect is an oval now, instead of a cylinder, if that makes sense. It's not game changing, and on most sites, it won't make a difference at all, but if you had that spot somewhere where you could mute off a hatch, it's not really possible anymore. Next up is the rework to Twitch, and it surprised me how many people were unaware of this one, so we can quickly recap. Twitch's shock drone can now jump, pretty straightforward. Over time, Twitch's gadget lost some of its stealthier features, and of course, Flores really stole some of that thunder with the RCE Retaro, and so now her drone can jump, and they also made the taser a laser, which gives it infinite range just like Zero's Argus. Fundamentally, this changes the way you'll approach playing as Twitch, and I think, at least in her current state, it's a pretty serious buff. On top of that, she gets another regular drone for the prep phase, meaning you won't be able to deal with default cams and defender gadgets super early in the round. Now, I understand people being disappointed with that, but the one saving grace is that, I can't tell you how many shock drones I've had destroyed simply for cruising them onto site during the prep phase to only get one bandit battery. Like, does that make a difference? Sure. But with good timing, a shock drone can do so much more, and so I actually think Twitch will be more effective here. Also added this season is MMR 3.0. Finally, the devs have worked a little bit of magic and are implementing a system where if you face off against a cheater, there's the ability to actually keep that MMR instead of getting wins rolled back all the time. Look, facing cheaters in the first place is an infuriating reality of most online games today, if we're honest, but in the off chance that you actually beat them and then lose the credit for it because the system just can't decipher the win, it sucks. Also, the way rollback works is that a cheater could be banned weeks or even months after you face them, and so you could log on one day and randomly lose over 100 ELO, like out of thin air, and it just doesn't feel good. So this is a very welcome update. Maybe you're someone who doesn't really experience this stuff, or maybe you've been blessed to never get wins rolled back, but for myself, I have, and hey, I'll be a bit selfish here. This makes me smile. A quick update is that now you'll receive a kill score if you down someone and a teammate kills them, and you'll get an assist point if you kill an enemy that's already been down by a teammate. I think this means gone are the days of kill stealing, because yeah, maybe you don't always get the satisfaction of actually dishing out the last bullet, but the goal of taking them out is what's most important, and so you'll always get your deserved credit. However, there is no longer a notification when you actually down an enemy, and this has a lot of in-game effect, because with Frost, for instance, you still get the sound of a trap, but you really won't know if they've been trapped if you missed the sound cue. This is pretty game-changing overall, guys. There is a lot at stake here, and so my biggest tip is that if you think you injured someone, make sure to drone them out before you confirm the kill. It could help. And to finish up, we'll do a little rapid fire. Fuse can now deploy his gadget on reinforced walls, but the AK-12 has seen a bit of a recoil nerf. Armor has been changed into actual health, and so nothing has actually changed, but you'll now see exactly what it means to be a 3 armor or to have Rook Vest on through health. Sledge lost the SMG-11, and yeah, I'll just leave that one alone. Clubhouse, Coastline, and Bank got remodeled and are the 3 map buffs this season, and also there's no change to the map pool and ranked, and elite customization is finally added in Crystal Guard. Mix and match elite skins with any other cosmetic in the game, and the limits are endless. And that should work. Guys, another reminder that the Crystal Guard Battle Pass is available from September 7th to November 23rd and has 100 tiers of exclusive loot. Premium track owners get 2-week early access to Osa, the new attacker in Crystal Guard, with the clear Talon 8 shield, and you'll also receive 1200 R6 credits for the season. And if you want to pick up Siege for yourself or a friend, it'll be free to play and for as little as $5 from September 9th to the 12th. And so get in and team up. Guys, click the top link in the description and you'll get all the details. And so yeah, here's another thank you to Ubisoft for sponsoring the video. And if you enjoyed it, leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, I'm out.